Hey there, fellow explorers. Welcome back to All About Panama, the channel where we dive deep into everything this incredible country has to offer. If you're thinking about moving to Panama or just visiting for a vacation, you might be wondering, how expensive is Panama really? I know what you're thinking. Is it affordable? Will I break the bank? Well, today we're going to get into the real costs of living and visiting Panama, so grab your favorite drink and let's get started. All right, let's start with the basics. Panama uses two currencies, the US dollar and the Panamanian Balboa. But here's the catch. The paper Balboas are identical to the US dollar. The Balboa is different in coin form, but US coins can also be used. If you're coming from the US, you're in luck because you won't need to deal with any complicated conversions. But be aware, if you're using cash, you may get a mix of both Balboas and US coins in your change. This isn't a problem for using them in Panama where both are accepted, but you can't use the Panamanian coins in the US. So now that we've covered the currency, let's talk about the real costs, starting with accommodation. Let's face it, when you're traveling or moving, the biggest question is usually, how much will it cost to sleep? So how much are we looking at for accommodations in Panama? If you're staying in Panama City, the prices can range widely depending on the location and level of comfort you're looking for. Budget options like hostels or shared spaces will cost you around $15 to $30 per night. Yep, that's right. $15 for a budget-friendly hostel. For a mid-range hotel or Airbnb, expect to pay between $50 to $100 per night. These places often offer great amenities and more privacy. And for a luxury stay in a 4 or 5-star resort, you're looking at anywhere between $150 and $300 per night, especially if it's near the beach or in the heart of Panama City. So, to sum it up, Panama offers something for every budget, from affordable backpacker hostels to luxurious beach resorts. You just have to pick the right fit. Alright, food is one of the best parts of traveling, and you're in for a treat here in Panama. The food scene ranges from street vendors selling tasty snacks to fine dining restaurants with ocean views. First, let's talk about street food, one of the cheapest and most delicious ways to eat in Panama. You can grab a sancocho, a traditional chicken soup, a few empanadas, or even a bowl of ceviche for just $2 to $5. Yeah, you heard that right. Street food in Panama is incredibly affordable. For a sit-down meal at a casual restaurant, expect to pay between $10 and $15 per person for a nice plate of traditional food like arroz, con pollo, chicken with rice, or fresh seafood. Now, if you want to go all out and treat yourself to a fine dining experience, you could be looking at $30 to $60 for a high-end meal at a gourmet restaurant, or you can visit an all-you-can-eat Brazilian buffet for $35. But hey, if you're a foodie, it's totally worth it. Getting around Panama is pretty affordable. In Panama City, you've got a few options for public transportation, and I'll break it down. For you, the Panama Metro is an absolute game changer. It's clean, efficient, and super affordable. A one-way ticket will only cost you $0.35. That's right, 35 cents. You can easily get from one end of the city to the other without breaking the bank. Buses are another affordable way to get around, and they're also pretty cheap. A typical bus ride will set you back between $0.25 and $1, depending on where you're going. You'll find plenty of buses in Panama City and other big towns. Now, if you're feeling fancy and need some privacy, taxis cost about $2 to $3 for shorter trips. But a quick tip, always agree on a price before hopping in, because they don't typically use meters. Okay, let's talk about your monthly utilities if you plan on staying long term. In Panama, utilities like electricity, water, and internet are generally pretty affordable, but they can vary depending on where you're living and how much energy you use. For a small apartment, expect to pay about $50 to $100 for electricity per month, especially if you use air conditioning often. Water and trash are usually included in your rent. But if you're paying separately, it could cost you about $59 to $30 a month. internet costs are fairly reasonable, around $30 to $50 per month for a decent connection. So overall, utilities aren't going to break the bank, but just be mindful of your energy usage in the hotter months. Now let's talk about healthcare, because we all know how important it is. Good news, Panama offers both affordable and high quality healthcare, and many expats love the healthcare system here. A doctor's visit will usually cost you between $30 and $50, and if you need prescriptions, they're often much cheaper than in the US. For major medical procedures or surgeries, prices are so much lower compared to the US, so you get great care without emptying your bank account. So, there you have it. When it comes to living or visiting Panama, it really comes down to how you choose to spend your money. If you're a budget traveler or an expat living on a fixed income, you'll find Panama super affordable, especially in comparison to other countries in the Americas. Overall, Panama offers a great mix of luxury and affordability. Whether you're here for a vacation or thinking about making it your permanent home, you'll find that Panama fits your budget in a way that many other countries just can't. So, what do you think? Is Panama your next dream destination, or maybe even your new home? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more insider tips, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to All About Panama, and ring that bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep exploring Panama.